Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. All right, you guys, November 28th. Wow, we are flying right through. We got Christmas coming up, like here in a couple weeks. We are almost to the end of the year. We are coming up on an eclipse as well. With that said, with the fact that we do have an eclipse in Gemini, this has everything to do with communications. And I am seeing that showing up in the cards. Spirit, please show me divine masculine, feminine. One more card, Spirit. Please show me one more card. Okay. Well, they gave me two. All right. Bottom of the deck, soulmates, you guys. Number 41, which is a 5, change created by outside forces. This has everything to do, it says never-ending story, mending, and co-create. And imagine. Masculine's got the never-ending story and mending. Quit telling yourself the same old story. I feel like this person has been just rolling around in it, and it's time to just come out with it. This person has had their heart blocked off from the divine feminine for quite some time, okay? I feel like it's time for that phone call. Doesn't that look like a phone call? Like, you know, they're playing a game of telephone or something like that. I feel like on the masculine side, and the numbers that you have are 37 and 52, which is a 1 and a 7, which is an 8, which is material manifestation. It's infinite possibilities. With the feminine side, it's co-create and imagine. I feel like manifest, manifest, manifest. You are manifesting at this time. What are you manifesting? Your partnership. Someone who is going to be here for the long haul. Somebody who is going to want to co-create with you in this lifetime. Who is that? Soulmate. Twin flame. Divine masculine, divine feminine. You guys, this is so simple. Hold on one second. Let me turn on this light real quick. All right. So with that said, you guys, there's a change coming. Whatever obstacles, you know, 5s are all about obstacles. Here you've got you know what? We got this the other day, you guys. Seriously, we got this the other day. In the same order, too. The 40 and the 20, okay? I feel like in the past, the feminines wanted to work. You know, they wanted to work on it. And the masculines were like, no, that's okay. You know, I don't want to. And I'm getting like a huge theme of that. But it's like the feminines are, you know, putting out to their masculine, like they're ready to talk. They're ready to have this conversation. It's time. I want to see number 37. Sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. However, right now you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love. Connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever really true anyway. And it's time to mend those relationships. You know, I don't know why Spirit just showed me, they just showed me the 12-step program. And maybe for some of you, this person is going through a 12-step program. Maybe it's time, you know, maybe this person had addiction issues. You know, and they need to mend those old relationships, you know, send out that phone call to, you know, their old soulmates. And, you know, if that's them, you know, wanting forgiveness or just putting it out there that they know, you know, it was a while ago, a long time ago, I got a message from an ex, and it was so, well, for me, it's not random because it was on the very last day of Mercury retrograde. And he literally just showed up, and he wanted to reach out and tell me that he was so sorry for everything that he had put me through in our relationship. That's what Mercury retrogrades are all about, so that you can either accept that apology, which of course I did. It took a lot for this person to come back to me and say, hey, but I have done a lot of healing since then. I mean, if he would have called me back the first Mercury retrograde after it happened, I probably would have told him where to stick it. But with the fact that, he came back in when he did, he had enough time to think about his life and live some life and gain some experience for him to be able to come back and say, you know what? I realized why I had done what I had done, and I just wanted to apologize to you for that. Doesn't mean we're getting back together. That's not what either one of us wanted. That wasn't even part of the equation. So sometimes that's all it takes, is saying, hey, I know I was an asshole in my past. Is there any way that you and I could, just squash it? Because it keeps coming back up for a reason, even if you keep just thinking about it. So it's really important to mend that relationship. Number 52. It says, you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, just like I said. You and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do. Even if you're not aware of it, the energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. Yeah, you need to redress the situation. We really need to get honest about it. It's like, if you didn't like the way things went down, between you and another party, then you need to readdress the situation. It's time for you to go back and send some forgiveness. Look at where you both were at that time, when you manifested this situation into, Jesus. I'm so sorry. Spirit is like all over you guys right now. Ding, ding, ding. But at the same time, that's what soulmates are all about. They're here to push our buttons. They're here to teach us valuable lessons. They're here to, dig at those places. If there was red flags, they're here to poke the bear, so to speak. Okay. But they're doing it from a place of love. There's a space of love. Penguins, the one thing about penguins is they mate for life. No matter what happens, no matter the distance between them, they are mates for life. So I feel like maybe for some of you, you've known each other for a really long time. These seem to be like children. Or this could have something to do with someone from the past, maybe, from when you were growing up, and that's what you're needing to overcome. Now, over here with the co-create and imagine, the co-create, we'll go there. Hold on. Connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening you up to new ideas you would never have come to on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You're going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now and the very embodiment of beauty. So just imagine what you would like to have and settle for nothing less than what you deserve. With that said, let's go ahead and read the Imagine card, even though we did that one the other day. Let's just go find out what it says real quick. And if you don't want to hear the meanings, fast forward through these, you guys. Relationship message. In matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to the person. Well, that's romantic. If you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it. Not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality. Beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating. So step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. So if you've been imagining yourself with someone who wants to co-create with you, someone who has, wanted to, have a family like you do, somebody wants to get married like you do, this person that is meant for you is on their way in. You know, it's like, listen, you guys will know if this person is for you or not. You know, by the 6th date, when you meet this person, ask the question, where do you see this person, where do you see this relationship going? If this person, you know, after everything's been going good for, you know, the first few dates and whatnot, and they look at you and go, well, you know, I don't know. Dump them. Like a bad fucking habit, dump them. Because if they can't tell by at least the 6th date, you know what? I actually really like you. I'd like to meet, you know, introduce you to a couple of my friends, or, you know, I'd like you to meet my cousin. If this person cannot get that by the 6th date and they don't know, dump them. Period. Don't waste your time. That means that this person is here to teach you a lesson, and they plan on not going any further with you. Okay? Soulmates. Consider love in the deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude, or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. If even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed, pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you. You know, soulmates do. Even if that soulmate is only here to poke the bear, okay, so to speak. If this person is here just to, you know, to press parts of you that, you know, that frustrate you. Maybe that's from childhood. Maybe that's from past relationships. That's what they're here to do. You know, if it gets to be too much, of course, you know, but always set a healthy boundary. When you do, you know, fill in the blank, it makes me feel like fill in the blank. And if this person continues to do that, let them go, okay? But that's what this is talking about. This is a person that is, you need to imagine the person that you want to co-create with. And if this person just keeps telling themselves the same story and they're not willing to fix it, they're not willing to heal, they're not willing to forgive, they're not willing, then you got to turn your back on this situation, and you need to imagine what the type of person. See, all too often you guys are putting a name on a person. Oh, it has to be, and fill in the blank. It's got to be this person. You have to be willing to let that go. I can't stress that enough. Go back through all my videos. I keep telling you, you have to get to a point where you're willing to let it go. That it is unnecessary for it to have to be that person. And I'm doing readings for multiple people, and don't come in here and thumbs down my video because I'm telling you something you may not like. I'm telling you the truth. That's what you're here for. You have to be willing to sacrifice the person. Doesn't mean that they're going to be gone. It just means that you have to sacrifice the need for it to be that specific person. Okay? With that said, consider friendships and consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude, or break you open so you'll finally claim who you were meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you. Imagine that. Imagine that. And so it shall be. And don't be willing to settle for anything less, because the universe will literally send you in people who are tests to see if you're going to get sidetracked. But like I said, if after the 6th time of you guys being on a date, this person is him and Han, dump them. And I mean that very seriously. Dump them. Get rid of them. They're a distraction, and they're going to keep you from what you have been working on manifesting into your existence. Period. Plain and simple. There needs to be a balance. There needs to be communication, especially coming from the masculine side. The feminine is just sitting over here going, I mean, I got this. But I do feel like feminines, I'm telling you, there is someone here. Oh my God, you guys. Jesus. Yep, here. Oh my God. No joke. Oh my God. Yeah. So look, you guys. This person left you out in the cold, or someone left you out in the cold in the past. They breadcrumbed you. And look, 6 of Pentacles. What did I tell you? After the 6 dates. That's energy. Pentacles is energy. If after the 6th time that they've put that you two have been together and they can't figure it out, and I'm getting a huge emphasis on this, walk away. Because otherwise, they're just going to leave you feeling like this, left out in the cold, okay? Because the challenge, I'm going to be honest with you, you guys are avoiding a disaster by doing that. You're avoiding a disaster. You put on all this emphasis in a person, and then the person can't figure it out. Is that sexy? If a person can't figure it out, whether or not, after knowing you for so long, that you're the one, or that, you know, you are the type of person that they can be vulnerable with. They're the type of person that they can open up to. This type of person who is going to share. There's going to be reciprocity. If they can't figure that out within you after the first few times you guys have hung out, it doesn't mean that you guys are getting married, but I will tell you, I'll let you in on a little secret. Guys usually know what, you know, after the first or second date, whether or not you're marriage material or not. They already know whether or not they want to invest in this relationship or not. And a lot of the time they'll back out. They get scared and they back out and they ghost you completely. And that's what I'm seeing with the 6 of Pentacles and the Tower and the 5 of Pentacles. And the challenge being the Star, the challenge being that your wishes get fulfilled. You're avoiding a disaster and all that. So again, ladies, and gentlemen too, if this is you on the other side and this person, this feminine, can't figure out whether or not you're good enough to spend their time with, yeah, here it is, feminine, then they're not ready to take action like the Queen of Wands, walk away. There's somebody else out there that is willing, you know, and a lot of the time you walk away, and it's when you're willing to let something go, that's when it comes back, because you got to have patience. There's a blending here. Alchemy has to happen in order for this to happen. And I'll tell you, it shows up under the soulmates, and the universe is trying to give you the right soulmate, but you have to be patient with that. Don't just accept somebody who ghosts you, somebody who breadcrumbs you, because I kind of do see that as the breadcrumbing. Look, he's not even making sure that it drops in their hands. He doesn't even see where it's dropping. He's just letting it go. Spirit, please show me their love life. Divine masculine, divine feminine love life. Oh, ooh, yeah. Guess what? When you do let it go, your happily ever after walks in the door, and that's a yes. Ooh, you got the, wow, you got the moon and the sun, the 2 luminaries. The sun and the moon, you know, what has been hidden in the darkness, whatever wishes. Somebody here is doing moon magic. Someone here is definitely manifesting through the moon cycles. They're talking to their guides and angels. They're praying right now. And because of that, what they have been praying for is on its way in. There are new beginnings here. The sun and the moon. That is so funny. We've got the new moon coming up in Sagittarius, and that's fire. Things are about ready to start speeding up. And we do have Sagittarius right here with the Temperance card. So it's saying, be patient. For some of you, you're going to have to be patient all the way into Aquarius season. We could end up, you know, maybe it's into next year, or when Saturn goes into Aquarius for some of you. Spirit, please show me their love life. Okay, yeah. Oh. In the environment, somebody is here. They are wanting to share their cup of love with you. They're wanting to come in with an offer of love. Someone from, you know, I feel like this person may have options, and I feel At the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Pentacles. Okay, you guys, if I'm doing a love reading, this is the king that I want to show up in my love reading. This is earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Does not have to be, but we also have water sign here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, male or female. It depends on what role you're taking on. This divine masculine is really overlooking his life. He is wanting something stable. He's wanting something long term. He wants to plant his seeds of intentions. He wants this to grow. This is like marriage material. This is someone who's going to last the test of time, happily ever after, till death do us part. And I feel like he realizes that his divine feminine has a lot of options. Okay? Divine feminine could definitely be a little confused too, but I do feel like, they're both manifesting because the Temperance card is between the two of them. So it is really talking about needing patience in this relationship, or for it to come together for the two of you. But this person, this King of Pentacles, king or queen, they're a business owner, or they're the top of their field. They're great with money. They could work in retail, finance, banker, investor, any of those things. But he is literally looking over, and I feel like he knows that it's time. It's been long enough, and he is ready for reciprocity in a relationship. So he's looking at his options right now. The hopes and fears is the Page of Cups in reverse. I think that this person, if you know this person fears that you won't accept their offer of love. You won't accept their apology. With the Six of Cups in reverse, I do feel like someone from the past is returning. And I do feel like this moon energy that is here is going to bring in this cup of love, this offer of love. And it's going to be something that is stable, it's going to take root. And this person is actually willing to commit, especially when it's the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles doesn't do anything unless he feels like he's going to get his return on his investment. That's for sure. You guys have the Temperance card, the Star, the Tower, the Sun, and the Moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 cards in a 10-card spread. So it's heavily weighted towards the universe is literally bringing the two of you together. The Sun and the Moon is the masculine and the feminine energy. This is the mother. This is the father energy, okay? And we do have those eclipses too. We have an eclipse showing up on Monday in Gemini, which has everything to do about communication. So think back to June of what you were doing. This could have a lot to do with communications that you were having back in June. What were you manifesting back then? I want to say you're going to have to temper yourself, temper your emotions. Oh yeah, this person's coming in hot. Okay, so I wanted to see what this Tower was all about, because the Tower is like sudden realization, sudden communication. And when I say sudden communication, get this, you guys. You got the 8 of Wands, which is like internet communication, text message, phone calls, emails, whatever, right? 6 of Wands, which is all about victory, success. This person is wanting to come out and be victorious with you. And then you have the Magician. Like, if that weren't the best Tower ever, I feel like this is coming in. If it has not happened yet, this is on its way in. It is happening. Your wishes are about to be granted. Obviously, for some of you, because this is a challenge, maybe it's a delay. Maybe there's a delay here. And I feel like for some of you, there is a delay because you're still feeling left out in the cold. This feeling is of loneliness. But again, because the Temperance card is the overall energy, we do have a new moon coming up in Sagittarius, but we have to get through this Gemini full moon eclipse first, and then we have an eclipse in Sag. So if this has to do with the Sagittarius new moon after the eclipse that we have right now, which is another 2 weeks, so God, okay, so if we have one Monday, do the math. Monday, oh God, is the 30th, so partially through December we'll have the new moon. So you could, for some of you, you could definitely hear this person or just hear from this person maybe in December, or run into this person in December. Because I do see movement here. I just see somebody is wanting to send out that text message, that phone call. I think it's going to come in so fast you're not even going to see it coming. For some of you, this person may want to travel in to come and see you. I do see that happening, and I feel like they are making plans to make that happen. Yeah. So the star being in the challenge position is, okay, the star is hopes, wishes, dreams, keeping the faith. I think for a lot of you, you've been losing faith. It's been a heavy burden on you. And because you don't see any signs, there's no communication, because the High Priestess, she's not talking. But intuitively, you just feel something, right? And again, there's the lower octave of the star is the 9 of Cups. This is very spiritual. I do think that the two of you guys speak on a very spiritual level. I feel like there's telepathy involved. Yeah, someone here has been waiting for an opportunity. So in the environment, this is showing up in the future, okay? So this isn't happening right this second. You got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is the bringer of love, correct? When clarifying, you got the Three of Wands, which is someone who is waiting for their ships to come in, and they're about to come in. Here's the freaking Chariot, which is showing up, and this person wants to go straight into a commitment. This person who used to be non-committal in the past, who maybe walked away in the past, now is coming in with the offer of a commitment. That's what this person, what the feminine has been imagining, is someone coming in who wants to co-create, someone who is wanting to come in, sign contracts, sign on the dotted line. You know, when you put out the, Three of Wands, the Three of Wands is your ships coming in. This is your cargo. What is your cargo? It's what you've been imagining. You've been wanting your soulmate to come in, and man, this person is coming in like a knight in shining armor on their freaking horses with their, and they're ready for a victory with you. This person, no holds bar, and you see the new moon here. The Chariot is all about the moon. And that's funny. You know what? We actually have a eclipse in Cancer, the very final and last eclipse right after Christmas. So I think it's on the last day of December, I want to say, going into January. That ends out the Cancer eclipses, okay? Because we do have 3 back to back to back. We have Gemini, which is on Monday. A couple weeks from that, we have the one in the new moon in Sagittarius. And then, excuse me, right after that, and so yeah, somebody does need to communicate. Right after that, we have the one in Cancer, and that closes out the Cancer eclipses, and then it'll just be this Gemini Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, we do have the sun there. We've got, we don't have Mercury there yet, but we do have the sun there. And with that said, we also have Mars in Aries, so that gives it a lot of fire energy. So things should start speeding up for you, for a lot of you guys, especially if you have fire or air in your chart. But there needed to be healing. You need to, the universe is asking that you show faith in the universe and you trust in the divine, that everything is working out for you. Luck is on your side, you guys. You guys got the rainbow here. The outgoing card is perseverance. I feel like, with this Queen of Cups has had a lot of options coming at her. And I feel like she's persevering when it comes to this. There's nostalgia for the past, that's for sure, and she's still confused about the past. But I feel like she's opened up her options, and it's funny, you got the rainbow here, right there in that cup. She's focused on what she wants, and she's not willing to settle for anything less, because look at how she's got her arms out. She's only to here with her cup. She's like, no, I will release fully when you are willing to share fully, divine masculine. You know, so it's like you share your pentacles, she shares her love. You share your energy, she'll share her love with you. Your pentacles is energy. That's time. Time is energy. It's not just resources, money. You know, a lot of men go, oh my God, she just wants me for my money. No. That's not true. And trust me, if you're on this divine journey, which otherwise, this reading is not for you. If you're still in that place of thinking that the woman that is here for you is someone who is like an ex and there's distorted energy, that's the never-ending story you continue to tell yourself, and you need to find a way to forgive your past and forgive the people in it. You know, if you have the resources to share, which the divine masculine does, he's looking at it like, I want to share with someone. And she's wanting to share her love. And with the two of you, you know, and it's funny because earth and water are a match. You know, it waters earth, right? Waters the seeds so that you can plant these fruits. It's alchemy. That's what this is all about. Alchemy. The two of you coming together. That's what this is all about. Your overall energy being soulmates. Spirit, please show me their love life for the divine masculine for this week. Yeah, very soon clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. Again, chemistry. I mean, it's just repeating itself. One more card, Spirit. There is so much chemistry. And if not, this is not somebody that you know, and this is a new divine masculine, and this is the person that's coming in, there is going to be a lot of chemistry between the two of you. But again, this is all about manifestation. That's what this is talking about. The very soon clearly decide what you want is coming from a place of imagination. Oh my God, you guys. To the bottom of the deck, get this. Calling in your soulmate. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Co-creating. Calling in your soulmate. Here's your soulmates. Two soulmates coming together. This is imagining what you want and not allowing anything to come in that is anything other than that. Don't forget the 6-date rule. If this person is like, you know, I really just don't know. Bye. Bye. I've gotten really good at that. You know, I haven't dated in 4.5 years, and finally there was somebody that I fell in love with, and it was like after a while of hanging out with them, it was like, is this ever gonna go? Is this ever gonna happen? And he was just like, no, it's not what I wanted, you know. And it's like, number one, you can't talk them into it. It doesn't matter what you say or what you do, you know. And number two, if you can't figure out that I'm fucking cool and I'm good enough to be around you and your children and your family, like, it's just weird. So I'm just going to go. I'm going to exit left. I got things I got to go do, like A, heal, and B, get myself back into alignment, you know. And I've done that now for going on a year almost, you know, clearing my energy so that it's not having to be this person in general. It's just whoever wants to co-create, and someone who is along those lines, you know. I'm not looking to settle for the next thing, and it's like, that's what you guys need to figure out, is you're not settling, okay, by any means, you know. But you gotta quit trying to put the name on the person. When you manifest, like for me, I'm not manifesting this person's name by any means. I could give two shits if it's that person. If it was that person, I would be blessed and honored for it to be that person. But if it's not, the universe is going to give me someone like so much better. So, and along the same lines of something that is meant for me, somebody who's going to want the same things I do and who's going to work together with me, somebody who's going to help me tear down these walls, and somebody who is going to give that stability in a relationship. Not somebody who can't figure it out and keeps telling themselves the same story over and over and over again, right? Think about that, you guys. So if this person isn't willing to offer you stability in a relationship, you need to quit putting your eggs all in one basket. And there's an egg right there too. Become wise and understand that, it's what the universe is, wise and loving. It's going to put you exactly where you need to be. And you're going to be understanding of why things didn't work out with the person before. Because there's going to be a lot of chemistry between you and the person that you're going to be with. But again, that's what this is all about. It's keeping the hope alive. And again, it's, that's the hardest part about the seventh chakra, the crown chakra. People don't understand that you don't have to let go of the person all the way. Like, send that person love and healing and hope one day that they make their way back to you. And that would be great. Keep the hope alive. But you guys can't keep, how do I want to say this, Spirit? You guys cannot, you have to be open to receiving whatever the universe has to offer. Okay? And that's where we have the toughest time releasing the person. Because we have this preconceived idea that this person is supposed to be the one that's with us. That's the diamond. That's the gem. So that's where the disappointment comes from. When you just put yourself into alignment with somebody who is willing to co-create with you, that's when everything opens up for you tremendously. And either A, that person does walk back in and you guys get to live happily ever after, and this person is willing to invest in this relationship, or you'll have other options, and it's going to be people who are willing to meet you halfway and give you the love that you deserve. And sometimes you have to be willing, especially with, her turning her back on the past. She's turning her back on the past, at least on the thoughts of the past. Because that's what you have to do. Especially if you want your ships to come in and you want this commitment. And for a lot of you, you do. You want somebody to come in and offer you stability. But there has been obstacles. You guys are getting ready to run through the barricades here pretty soon. And I feel like this has a lot to do with Saturn. And Saturn is moving on December 12th. Saturn and Jupiter are coming into Aquarius. And they are going to be conjuncting. And when that happens, you guys, all the obstacles that we've gone through since December of 2017 with Capricorn taking over and adding all these obstacles, and you're going to finally, that's what I'm seeing here, you're going to finally get the blessings that you deserve. 2021 in the age of Aquarius is where the manifestations can happen, and that can happen anywhere from December into next year. And I will tell you that because it is Capricorn and you are dealing with Saturn, and with everything that happened this year, all the conjunctions, all the shifts and changes, your blessings are going to take a little bit more time to come in. So you're just going to have to be patient and try not to lose faith. Try not to lose hope that what you have been manifesting, what you have been waiting for, is coming in. You guys, if this sounds like your story and you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. Also, Monday, I will be having a live on my Facebook page. If you are not following me over there, I would love for you guys to join me. The Footsteps to Peace, Psychic, Astrologer, Empowerment, and Life Coach. It's a private group. I hope that you guys will join. Otherwise, I do have a business page as well. I will be running readings over there or a reading over there for the full moon in Gemini, and I do hope you guys will join me. So, you guys, thank you again, and I appreciate you being here, and we will chat again real soon. Take care.